There are now over 1,000 Pokemon since the release of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. However, there are some of these crazy little monsters that you probably forgot about. I am here to remind you of 10 Pokemon you probably forgot existed. Before we start, of course, you probably forgot about that red subscribe button. Click it, something magical might happen. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it. Blitzle and Zebstrika. The base stats of these Pokemon focus on attack and speed. This can be a real problem for anyone coming up against it. Now, as you know, I am a shiny hunter and I do appreciate shinies.
I did say I won't go anywhere near it. Yes!
I quite like this one. The usual black and white colours change to a purple body with white stripes. Although it was a little bit washed out from the 3D models, which came out in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This is a normal and electric type Pokemon with a very cool design. It also made a brilliant appearance in the 106th episode of Black and White, when Ash fought a Zebstrika owned by Stefan with his Palpito, which ended in a tie. However, it's not been catchable in any game since Generation 6, but it is going to be returning in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Overall, pretty cool Pokemon, and I don't think you should look over this one. Meowstic. Now, Meowstic has a male and female form that both look pretty different from each other. And not to forget their beautiful shiny, which becomes white and yellow. It's not too crazy in battle, though has decent speed stats. This is a pure psychic type Pokemon with weaknesses from bug, dark and ghost types. In the anime, they have both appeared pretty often, their main trainer being the Anistar gym leader, Olympia. They are always by her side. Ash faced off against them both in a double battle when he challenged the gym with his Frogadier and a Talonflame. This was a great way to show off both Meowstic forms. Though you try to replicate that in the games, Meowstic isn't that great. I suppose that's anime logic for you. Sulkin Throw. Now, I know technically these two are two completely different species of Pokemon. I wanted to include both of these in this list together. I suppose you cannot have one without the other. Sulkin Throw are both martial arts masters, one in karate and one in judo. Sulk isn't too insane with its stats, besides pretty much a very high attack stat. Throw, on the other hand, is not as physically strong as Sulk, but can definitely take a few hits. Sulk's shiny goes a deep purple, and Throw's shiny goes a lighter reddy orange colour. Though it would have been cool if they just swapped colours. Sulk and Throw are both well known for their fight against each other in the anime, in the Commanding the Clubsplosion Crown episode of Pokemon Black and White. Sulk owned by Stefan, and Throw owned by Montgomery. I honestly love the idea of Pokemon based off of different martial arts, and I don't think both of these legends got the love that they deserve. Swalla, a big mouth blob that swallows a lot. Did I just say that? Swalla is a poison type Pokemon that evolves from Gulpin. Now, its stats are not the greatest, though if built right can take a few hits, with its base stat focusing on defense and HP. Bit of a funky design, kinda looks like it wants a kiss with those lips. Nah, you're alright, thanks. Swalla is not featured in the anime a lot, at least anything important, but it did take part in the Grand Eating Contest, and also battled May and lost. Oh, and let's not forget about its shiny, going from a purple body and yellow whiskers, why does it have whiskers? And changes to a really nice blue and orange whiskers. Seriously, why does it have whiskers? Surely there is someone out there who actually likes this thing. Any Pokemon so far which actually are your favourite Pokemon? Let me know in the comments. Minion. This one is never spoken about, despite it being in many of the recent games. Minion is a mixture of dark and light blue scales with very vibrant pink eyes. It truly is a gorgeous Pokemon. The shiny, though, becomes a more brown and beige colour, but keeping those beautiful pink eyes. Minion has not really had many major roles in the anime, besides as a partner for Zoe in the Sinnoh Grand Festival. Minion's stats are not that good. However, it is very beautiful, and that's all that matters. This pretty fishy needs more love. Love it! Chatot. A very different Pokemon many people should really remember, but it is never at the top of people's lists. Chatot was a Pokemon that introduced something huge and new, especially to the Pokemon game series. You was able to record a cry and chatter for Chatot. The louder the recording, the more powerful the move is. Granted, it was unfortunately not allowed for online play because of people abusing that feature, but was still very cool. Chatot is not really too good in battle, especially competitively, but it is a fantastic Pokemon. It goes from blue, green and yellow to a pinky red, green and blue, representing the beauty of parrots and their vibrant colours. Chatot didn't actually star in the Pokemon anime in any sense. However, it is seen here and there in the background. Kind of unfortunate. I would have loved it to be in the anime a bit more. Lantern. A rare occasion when you see a water electric type. They really can be used well in battle and come with a wide range of strengths and not many weaknesses. Lantern is just that. Lantern is based off of an anglerfish with its little orb sticking out the top of its head. This is an amazing Pokemon. Its stats specialise in HP, though played right can really be an interesting special attacker. This beautiful fish was present in a number of episodes of Generation 3 and 4 anime, and some of the movies too, though it is known best for Dorian's fight against Ash's Totodile, taking it down with a fantastic display of takedown and spark. It has a basic and simple shiny, changing the blue body to a watercolour purple. It's such a shame how many people forgot Lantern exists. It's so cool. Kukumuku. It's a sea cucumber with no real use. Though hear me out, it is extremely defensively bulky. It can really take a hit. Partnered with a boost in its physical attack and a few stat increasing moves or items, it really comes out of its shell. Not to mention the giant white fist that shoots out from its mouth to clobber anyone or anything in its path. In the anime, Kukumuku was seen quite a lot, though never really important, only popped up briefly, except for in Pokemon Journeys when Go caught a Kukumuku. Though the first time it was introduced was very early in Sun and Moon when Ash was swimming underwater and was startled by Kukumuku, who gave him a big thumbs up. Shiny wise, quality. It goes from black with pink spikes on its head to green and yellow spikes. Overall, a Pokemon that should be looked over no more. Masquerade. To this day, I still have no idea how to properly pronounce its name. And quite honestly, it's the only Pokemon on this list. I can understand why people forgot about it. The stats are horrible and cannot take a hit very well. Nor can it hit very hard either. Even its movesets are somewhat useless. But let's not let that cover up the fact that it is really pretty and was reintroduced in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The shiny goes to a minty green colour, which works pretty well with the aesthetic of the Pokemon. Masquerade was however involved in a lot of the anime, mostly during the contests in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. It was also present during the Destiny Deoxys movie, where it helped rotate the windmills in, probably gonna say this wrong, La Rousse City. Not very important, but it still exists I suppose. Wubat and Subat. These two lovable and huggable bats were not appreciated as much as they should have been. They are so lovable you need to become best friends with them for Wubat to evolve. And they both have hearts on their noses. What's not to love? I am surprised personally not seeing anyone talk about these incredible Pokemon. Swubat's stats are pretty decent in the speed and special attack field, and used in the right way, it can be pretty scary. Its shiny on the other hand is a bit funky, with the blue head turning yellow and the fluff turning minty green. A bit of an interesting one, I'll give it that. Wubat and Subat have appeared a number of times in the anime, and Wubat especially due to it being one of Team Rocket's Pokemon in Pokemon Black and White, so it was sure to come with many fights with the main character's Pokemon. So, there we have it. 10 Pokemon you probably forgot existed. Any of them on the list which you may have thought, hey, I forgot about that one? Or any Pokemon that are now your new favourite? Let me know in the comments, and let me know who else I should bring to this list. Make sure to subscribe for more like this, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a thing. I've been Nate, you've been great, and I'll see you all very soon.